So, hey, we've got Lars with us backstage getting ready. Lars, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you. Remember in the old days when you did radio interviews? Now you're sitting looking in the camera. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. How things have changed.
And, you know, that brings back, first off, it's got to feel good for you right now. Last show, world tour.
Last show this year. Yeah, I mean, we start up again in January down in Latin America, but this is the last U.S. show and last show this year. So we did 4 months this year in America, 4 months last year in America. So we've had a great run in America, and obviously last year we finished at home, and this year we're finishing at home. So it's pretty cool. I get to roll home and sleep in my own bed tonight, which is cool. We got 5 weeks off till we start up in Peru in the middle of January. So 5 weeks, woo! Here we go. Much needed, trust me.
All right, now Sully noticed something backstage here.
I'm shocked, Lars, because I thought I would find a lot of food down here.
I'm gonna tell you something, okay? 20 years ago, it would be a different story. Okay, now it's nothing but kids running around here. God bless them. You're 20 years too late. But you know, when we turn the mics off, I'll tell you all the true stories. But not on family entertainment program like this.
Now, you mentioned 20 years. Out of all the 20 years, do you have one moment that was probably the worst promotion you have ever done? Because for us, it involved Metallica, and it was probably the best promotion too, but the worst outcome. Tower Records, San Jose. The cops came. Remember you guys played on the roof?
We played. It was 96 when the Load album came out, and yeah, that got a little crazy. We did 3 in one day.
At the time, it sounded like a great idea.
Yeah, you know, we did 3 parking lots. We did Sacramento, San Jose, and one other place. I think in San Francisco or something. And things got a little nutty down here. Yeah, I remember that.
Not only did it get nutty at this very moment, because we tried doing it again with you guys. Apparently, there's a city ban now in San Jose that prohibits any rooftop concert whatsoever, thanks to Metallica.
Well, at least we get to play in here then, right? At least Metallica is not banned from playing the arena, right? Yeah, listen, you know, it's you know, a lot of times these ideas look great on paper,
or
they are good in somebody's head, but sometimes it can be, you know, when people get very excited. And people get emotional and they respond in those ways. You know, it gets a little nutty. So we draw that out of a lot of people. You know, it can sometimes get a little crazy.
All right, I've got to ask you. You know, instead of doing the usual questions with you, you guys are on the road. You guys are like an enterprise now. How many people do you employ? Because it's like it is like an army back here.
I think there's probably just somewhere around 100, give or take. I mean, there's a lot of crap that we carry around, and we carry our own stage, and obviously all the lights and the coffins and the PA and all that stuff. There's about 100 people out there, and then obviously at home, you know, you got all the. You know, we have about 20 people that work up at HQ that do all the fan club and the websites and all that. So obviously they come down. We got the family. So obviously when we play in our backyards, things there's a lot of people around. There's a lot of bodies floating in and out of these corridors, you know. But it's good because I mean it's you know, the Metallica family really is a big extended family. I mean, a lot of these people, a lot of them have been with us for years and years and years. Our sound man Mick has been with us since '84. My drum tech Fleming has been with me since '85. And I mean, a lot of these relationships really, I mean, they're like a quarter of a century old. So it's you got kind of almost like a, you know, kind of a Grateful Dead type of thing going on, and you know, obviously San Francisco is our home, so they all come out of the woodworks when we're playing here, you know.
All right, now Sully, you are.
He's still looking for.
Exactly. Sully tells us that he's your biggest friend.
I'm here with Lars, my good friend Lars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of Metallica, and I have a question for you, Lars.
Actually,
I'm planning to go on vacation in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I want to know which city has the worst groupies and the fattest girls? Because I'm very much into that.
Germany. Eastern Europe. It can get a little grim over there, you know. Try Poland or Germany. It gets a little nutty there. But I was more surprised about the first thing. They actually give you vacation time. Wow.
For the first time.
Okay. Wow. Is it paid vacation time or?
Yes, it is. Lamont is happy this time.
Yeah, right, okay.
All right, now you're a Bay Area guy. You tool around around the Bay Area. When you're not playing with Metallica, what do you do in your spare time?
The word spare time is not one that surfaces on my radar often. I take care of my kids, trying to just live. Excuse me, I'm burping up protein shake here. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's nasty stuff. I take care of the kids, hang out in Marin, just be low profile. You know, I mean, when you have 3 kids that are all school age, I don't know if anybody else here has kids, but you basically spend all your time just driving kids around. It's like 1-800 dial a ride. That's what I do. It's like kids to soccer, kids to this, kids to dances, kids to school, kids to doctor's appointments. It's like I live in my car. Like once a week I empty my car. It takes me like an hour or something. There's so much crap in there. And when I have a little Lars time, I usually sneak off and go see a movie or something. Go hide in a movie theater where there's no phones and that type of stuff. They can't find me.
I'll take you golfing, man.
You know what? I've been golfing one time, so I'm definitely ready for more. I could do it again, especially if you got one of those carts.
Oh yeah, Hell yeah, of course we do. All right, hey, now I'm looking at the Death Magnetic album.
How's Tiger Woods today?
Oh, is that the best story?
I bet you guys get a lot of mileage out of that one.
Hey, the latest. You heard the latest?
I can't keep up anymore.
Madam in L.A. said she arranged 4 dates, $60,000.
Oh, gee, poor guy. Oh man, that's just. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm glad we got a chance to have some fun 20 years ago before
the internet.
Yeah, before cell phones and internets and all that stuff. Yeah, jeez, moly.
Hey, I'm looking at this Death Magnetic. To me, that looks like a vagina in a coffin.
You're not the first guy to make that observation. But the gentleman who designed it, my friend David Turner, is actually in this building right now. So maybe the two of you could have that conversation.
All right, Sully, do you have another question?
No, I'm done.
Oh, he just wants to know about groupies.
He just wants to go. He wants to go on vacation. He's on planning his trip to Poland, right? Warsaw, here we come, right?
Hey, Lars, let me. So the plan for the band now, you go back on tour. When's the new album coming out for you?
Dude, we gotta hit like the rest of the world now. We did 6 months in Europe this year, but next year we gotta hit Latin America. So we're going to a bunch of places in Central America we've never been, like Guatemala and Costa Rica, and then we're hitting Japan, Australia. We're actually going and playing a couple gigs in Eastern Europe in June. So maybe you'll still be there, like married with 12 kids, and
I'll join you.
He'll be running his own radio station in Poland. And then we hit Japan and Australia in the fall, and then I don't know what else. I think there's a couple of undiscovered planets we're playing next year. I mean, it never ends. You know, the one thing about Metallica, it just never ends. We're supposed to go up through November of next year, pretty much all outside the States.
Hey, I noticed you guys, are you followed around by a film crew this time? Because that film, the Metallica film last time, wow, I'll tell you what, that was pretty intrusive, huh?
Try and live with that for 3 years, yeah. No, there's no film crew here. I only get filmed when I do radio interviews now. Isn't that an oxymoron?
Yeah.
A filmed radio interview. No, there's no film crews. Listen, it was an interesting experience. I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we had the balls to do it. But it's not something that we're sort of seeking out anymore. I mean, we did it, and it's not. There's everybody rest assured. There's no some kind of Monster 2, you know. Don't worry, the Death Magnetic years, it's not coming.
I thought you guys were going to rip each other apart after that.
Listen, the movie had a happy ending, right? And it continues. So I love movies with happy endings. So, and it continues.
It's like my massage. I like a happy ending.
You gotta love the happy ending. Always. Hey, it's Lars hanging out with Lamont and Tonelli on 107.7 The Bone.